Constructicons, let's go to work!
Greetings, auto buffs and Decepticon connoisseurs. Back with another Patreon special missions request.
It's really special!
From a special member of the Patreon tribe. One of the biggest supporters of the channel, ninja level member Lord Cognito from the Iron Lords podcast. And it's a spotlight on these guys.
We are the Constructicons!
The original G1 versions, released in 1985, and the first Transformers Combiner. They were also one of the few Transformers that had 6 team members that formed a giant, instead of 5 members.
Scavenger! Mixmaster! Long Haul! Bone Crusher! Hook! And myself!
And unlike some of the later Combiners, each Constructicon had a pretty unique personality to himself. Let's take a look at each member.
Foolish man of flesh!
Hey man, lay off the insults. Just trying to have some fun here.
If you interfere with us, you will be terminated!
Ugh, here we go again. You Deceps are always such a pain in the tuchus to work with. Okay, I see you're busy building something. What if I gave you each 4 Energon cubes? How much time could you spare for this video?
Only a few minutes.
Okay, I'll make it quick.
And be quick about it.
I just said that. Never mind. The Constructicons were released in 2 different versions in '85. You could get all 6 individually carded on Bubble, or all of them together in a giant gift set. How big?
All I know is it's big!
Fair enough. Their origin story on the Sunbow animated series is inconsistent. Megatron mentions creating them in the Season 1 episode Heavy Metal War, which was set in 1984.
They were worth the time we spent building them in these caverns.
But they're already alive on Cybertron millions of years prior, hanging out with their old pal Omega Supreme in the Crystal City, in the episode The Secret of Omega Supreme.
Yes, we were friends.
Where Megatron's Robo-Smasher reprograms them to be permanently dastardly Decepticons.
Megatron!
But then they're shown creating Megatron in the Season 3 episode 5 Faces of Darkness Part 4. And there's 8 of them? Weird. Their origin in the 80s Marvel comic is more straightforward though. In issue 10, then Decepticon leader Shockwave creates them using the captured Optimus Prime's creation matrix. The team was led by Constructicon engineer Scrapper, who served as the spokesperson, or spokes-robot, of the team, even though he was Devastator's right leg, and the Combiner leaders typically formed the Giant's torso and head. His tech spec quote was, "My work is a monument to and of my enemies," which he showed off in the episode Triple Takeover by creating a throne of defeated Autobots. His bio reads, "A wizard at designing fortresses and energy plants, but modest. Shows his true malevolent genius by incorporating defeated Autobots into his building structures. Shovel can slice through 12-inch thick carbon steel. Has right leg and part of torso. Combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator." Scrapper transformed into a payloader similar to a Caterpillar Cat 966C, and you could attach Devastator's chest plate for an attack mode. Devastator's left leg was made up of Mixmaster, the materials fabrication expert.
Mixmaster, we need acid!
Okay, let's mix up some H2SO4.
Xenomorphs have nothing on this Constructicon. He could liquefy another piece of hardware in front of him with corrosive concoctions. His quote reads, "How strong the steel, how quick the conquest." And his bio states, "Nothing is safe from him. Will use anything from unliving rock to living robot in making new materials. Uses acid and bonding agents to reduce and recombine almost anything inside Mixing Drum, a chemistry lab on wheels. as left leg module combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator. Mixmaster transformed into a cement mixer, bearing a slight resemblance to both the Volvo F12 and the Nissan diesel mixer. They attached to Devastator's lower body, Longhaul, the team's gopher.
Get this, bring that! I thought I was finally gonna build something!
His quote reads, "A battlefront is only as good as its supply line." And the bio reads, "Unhappy with unglamorous role, but understands its importance. Helps build Decepticons' massive energy recovery installations. As vehicle, can carry 90 tons for 1,200 miles. Use a dual heat-seeking missile mount. As torso module, combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator. Can be goaded into fight in which he's overmatched. Longhaul could transform into a Hitachi DH-321 mining dump truck. And like Scavenger, a piece of Devastator, his lower waist in this case, could be attached in vehicle form for an attack mode. Forming the rest of Devastator's torso was the snootiest Constructicon by far, and one of the most stuck-up Transformers ever.
Fabulous.
I mean, this guy makes tracks and Skylinks go, wow, what an attitude. No wonder they made Scrapper the leader instead of him. Even I could have led the Constructicons better.
Nobody would follow an uncharismatic bore like you!
Hey, no one calls me uncharismatic! Hook was the team's surgical engineer. His quote reads, "Strive for perfection, even if others must suffer." And the bio reads, "With precision of a fine jeweler, performs his job with skill unequaled among the Transformers, whether reconnecting a damaged microchip or setting a 2-ton girder into place. Snobbish, supercilious, unpopular perfectionist, lifts 20 tons, as shoulder and head module combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator. Hook transformed into a Nissan diesel crane that could extend to reach materials just out of reach of most other Transformers. Devastator's head could be attached and fitted with a blaster for an attack mode. Then there was the anterior limbs.
Who are you calling inferior?
I said anterior, it means closer to the front. No, near the head, you positronic putz. The demolitions expert, Bone Crusher, who transformed into a bulldozer to help clean up messes, which had an attack mode by attaching one of Devastator's forearms. His quote reads, "Hit it till it stands no taller than dust." And his bio reads, "Rubble-strewn wasteland is his idea of beautiful landscape. His wild ways create fear and terror. As vehicle, at 30 miles per hour exerts 800,000 psi, has short-range concussion bomb launcher. As robot, carries laser pistol. As left arm module, combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator." And last, and maybe least, was poor Scavenger, the team's mining and salvage expert and whipping bot with severe confidence issues.
Maybe I just don't have the knack.
And maybe your teammates didn't exactly instill confidence.
You're a waste of a perfectly good robot!
What he lacked in sureness, he made up for in skill though. He could transform into a multi-purpose power shovel. Not only could it reach things high above, it had X-ray capabilities, detecting electronics through ground, walls, and ceilings.
I'm picking up computer signals from above!
And it could also be used as a battering ram. Devastator's other forearm could be attached for an attack mode. His quote is sad. "Everything is worth something, even me." And his bio, even sadder. Desperately tries to prove his worth to comrades by trying to find things of value, whether by digging up a hillside or a backyard. Only tolerated by Megatron because of ability to use Shovel's magnetic, ionic, electrical gas sensors to detect presence of fuels, metals, etc. As right arm module, combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
It was nice that the construction vehicles had some functionality to them, but unlike the 84 and 85 Autobot cars and Decepticon jets,
Huh? Where's the driver?
there wasn't enough room for a driver.
Right! No one drives us, stupid human!
The 6 chartreuse charlatans could combine to form the first Decepticon giant.
Constructicons, transform into Devastator! Now, that's what I call a masterpiece.
He got his own tech specs too. The quote reads,
Thinking and winning do not mix.
and the bio reads, awesome and terrifying. A bizarre combination of 6 Constructicons. Scrapper, Scavenger, Bone Crusher, Hook, Long Haul, and Mixmaster. Pure brutality. Sole purpose is to crush all in his path. His mind is a melding together of his 6 parts, but limited by their competing thoughts. Enormous height, incredible strength, can knock down a bridge with one punch. Has 10,000 degrees Celsius solar energy beam rifle. Slow, awkward, not too bright. He may not have been a fan of thinking, but he was certainly a big proponent of planning. He was always willing to give the Autobots a chance to prepare.
Prepare to meet your doom. Prepare for extermination. Prepare for oblivion, Autobots.
And he was one tough hombre.
Nothing can withstand the might of Devastator.
It certainly seems true when he absorbed a full blast from Megatron's fusion cannon without even flinching.
You tried to hurt Devastator.
And then tossed him like a piece of garbage.
The Constructicons form Devastator, the most powerful robot. We should rule.
He also gave Omega Supreme a run for his money, shoving him around like a bulldozer shoves dirt. He had multiple ways of causing devastation to his enemies. He could blast them with his solar energy beam rifle, crush them with his mighty grip, or kick some major butt. He could also do chiropractic adjustments and ocular exams at the same time. But just because he was a Galaxy-class butt kicker didn't mean he didn't have a great sense of humor with a hearty laugh. Just watch. I told the doctor I broke my leg in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. The doctor gave a man 6 months to live. The man couldn't pay his bill, so he gave him another 6 months. Okay, how we doing on time?
We must be off, my big friend.
You're unusually friendly now.
Now you keep your part of the bargain.
Okay. Here's your Energon cubes. Enjoy. And hope you all enjoyed this spotlight on the G1 Constructicons. Thanks Lord Cognito and the Iron Lords podcast for your support. And to everyone on the Patreon tribe for infusing these videos with Patreon power. Feel free to construct a thought in the comment spot. And to merge with the tribe, hit subscribe. Nerdmas Day.